Hey guys, it's Jaden. Welcome back. Today we're talking about Canada's Drag Race. I believe we're on episode 7. I believe we're on 7. Anyway, let's get into it. Top 6, they're here. Miss Scarlett has not won yet. What are we going to do? I don't know. We're going to throw a pageant, and it's called Miss Loose Jaw. It's a character and improv challenge. I don't know if this is the way I would have liked this challenge. But let's just get into it. So Rita basically gets to pick basically the characters that everyone's going to be doing today. Rita is Miss Mismatch. Elona is Miss Rebel. Miss Priyanka is Miss Demeanor. Lemon is Misfit. Scarlett is Misinformed. Jimbo is Misbehaving. And there's a whole section for it. They have an intro, they have a talent, they have swimsuit, they have question and answer, and they all have to basically stay in character. So basically it's like Snatch Game, but let's give you the characters. Now, here's the thing. I think after this, which probably would have made this so much better, is if the queens would have been able to do themselves. I think that would have been a much more interesting pageant, like actually making an actual pageant versus giving them characters. Because I think that stunted a lot of people because in some instances, I'm trying to think, like, where could some of these people could have gone? I think the best people overall were in terms of this challenge, I think Jimbo did really well, Lemon did really well, and Scarlett did really well. Who I think did bad, Priyanka, Elona, and Rita. Hands down. They weren't up there, right? Elona was walking around like a brat. Rita was, I don't know what the hell Rita was doing. Priyanka was, I'm rooting for you. Come on, get it together. But Lemon was giving you a whole pageant girl realness. Jimbo was being very over-sexualized, but she was being very funny about it. And Jimbo was just doing Jimbo. Now, I couldn't tell exactly what we were supposed to be getting out of this. I didn't know what was I supposed to be finding hilarious. What am I looking for? What am I supposed to be judging, technically? And, but moving along, some notable mentions before we, really get into the winner, because it turns out we didn't have a winner. I think this challenge is very unique. I think that, like I said, I think that going forward, I think they should allow the girls to be themselves. And it should be a full-blown, actual pageant versus whatever the hell, this was. For the most part, it wasn't a hot mess, but it was just okay, do better. We could make this more interesting. And I think it would have been interesting if they were able to play themselves, especially, people like Rita. It would have forced them to get out of their comfort zone to actually push their personality to the forefront. Anyway, also, technically we had a pageant in season 9, but I guess we don't count that. But Miss Charisma, Uniqueness, Nerve, and Talent winner, Nina Brown. Rita is the house mother of House of Baga. No, that's nice. The girls went crazy for Miss Allie X, and I'm going to be honest, I didn't know who the hell she was, but the girl has music. She makes some bops. I'm going to say it right now. She makes some bops. Also, excuse the hair. Just thought about it. We're hiding until we figure out what to do, which is what we're going to do. I can't. Literally just can't take it anymore. Come through, Principal Snake. We love Degrassi. Whatever it takes. I know I'm going to make it through. It is literally a mantra. Be the best. The best that I can. You know what? Let's not go down that road. Who remember the... every Degrassi day, every Degrassi episode ever days. I don't know, whole summers of me watching basically Degrassi episodes from 2000 to about 2011. Wild. Shout out to Holly J. Shout out to JT, RIP, JT York. Elona and Scarlett are fighting. The girls are fighting this episode. Let me just go and say that. The girls are fighting. It was about nothing. Scarlett and Elona were fighting about nothing. We also got to learn a little bit, which I didn't know about this. Michelle Dewberry, who's basically been doing drag since the 50s, one of the oldest working drag performers in the world. Something that I was like, okay, cool. We actually get to learn some actual history in this here. Okay, cool. Here for this. And also just want to point out that Lemon is padded. And Lemon off this episode, and she's giving body positivity, and we love to see it. Category is Pageant Perfections. The girls were going. First up, Elona Varley. I like this outfit. I really like this outfit. It's pink, it's jeweled. I mean, it fits basically Elona's aesthetic that she's been honing herself for. And I'm just here for everything that she's bringing here. I think she looks so good. I don't really agree with everyone else. Like, oh, the judges when they were like, oh, her jewels should be left down. I thought it was really good. I thought I don't know. I liked everything she was giving. Next up, Lemon. Lemon was giving me toddlers and tiaras realness, and I'm gonna say here for it. I think this is an interesting take on the whole idea of pageant perfection. And when I say interesting, I mean like a really perfect take on it. Giving herself like just basically fitting into like a small little pageant dress. I think she looks good in here. Love a good coiffed hair. She just looks really good. She's really like embracing like, I don't know, this is what I was here for, right? This is just what I was here for. I like that she's also wearing a hair that's not like lemon yellow, so that's nice. Next up, we have Rita Baga, and let's be honest, the girl looked good. The girl looked good. I'll say the best she's ever looked. I don't know what the hell she was wearing last week, but the best she's ever looked this episode. I'm here for whatever the hell this is. Come on, Miss Rita Baga. Next up, Priyanka. Okay, I didn't really like this at first, but also I think it's because this is one of those instances where Priyanka makes her outfits to usable, to actually incorporate like movement and stunts, which is very smart. But I think this slit was entirely too high for this dress exactly. But I know why. It's always like I'm prepared for a lip sync, basically. If I need to, dull out a performance, I'm here for that. But yeah, that slit kind of ruins the whole like thing for me. Like other than that, I think the dress looks fine. Her hair is coiffed, her makeup is on point. I'm here for that. She looks gorgeous. That's, what's her name? Priyanka. Next up, we have Jimbo. I'll be honest, this wasn't a top tier look for Jimbo, and I'm not saying that because of judges, but I generally agree with that. I think that this should not have been like a hoop skirt, very 60s, 1600s Marie Antoinette type situation. I don't think that was the direction that she should have went for Pageant Perfection. I think that she was going for like a parody, and it just got missed by all of the other things. I love her hair. I think that screamed pageant to me. I think that it looks great. But I do think that she probably should not have worn this exact dress. I don't agree with half the crap that the judges said, but I do think that, she could have bumped it up a little bit or just chosen like an actual dress that fit her body around this color. I don't know. I think she should have played a little safe here, but she took a risk and it just didn't work out for her. Next up, we have Scarlett Bobo, and Miss Scarlett Bobo is serving. She's really serving. She looks gorgeous. She looks great. I think the best on the runway, to be honest. She looks so good, and she looks great. Hair coiffed, Cruella de Vil-esque. I mean, black, white, realness. We love to see it. If we're being honest, I think the judges, for some reason, just have like a special place in their heart for Rita Baga, because there's no reason why she should be getting, there's no reason why she should have 3 challenge wins. But if we're talking about winners, this week it was between basically Lemon and Scarlett Bobo. And if I'm being honest, I agree, they're both top, but I think Scarlett should have won. I just really think that Scarlett deserved to win this episode. And it seems like all the times when Scarlett has been given that opportunity to truly win, it's been a situation of, just someone was slightly better than you, which kind of sucks to be in that position, right? But it is what it is. The girls are out here. They're playing. They're not coming not to slay. So I mean, that's what's happening. The bottom, I predicted. I was like, first off the bat, I was like, who's in the bottom? Miss Priyanka and Miss Elona. It just made so much sense. But I cannot get to the bottoms before I talk about Miss Jimbo reading Miss Rita Baga about her hair. I mean, we knew Jimbo was an icon, right? We knew she was an icon. We knew that she was a fashion moment. We knew that Jimbo makes a statement when she comes into a room. She's an actress or improv. She lives for the stage. We didn't know this girl was out here just holding her tongue towards people. I mean, Miss Jimbo had it. She didn't need nothing from Rita at all. Honestly, Rita should have minded her business. She should just let Jimbo have her moment and call it a day. Anyway, getting into this lip sync, I thought it was going to be pretty obvious that it was time for Elona to go home. I don't think this lip sync was anything like overly special. I think that like Miss Priyanka did what she had to do, giving you a hello. The episode was the lip sync was Hello by Ali X, and I think it was well done. I think it looked really good. They both were giving their all. You know, Miss Elona has this in her personal playlist, so she was just giving you what she does in the car. But Priyanka said, I prepared a little bit more. I'm trying to give you a stunt. And something just fell, and that just scared the crap out of me. Miss Priyanka's about to give you a stunt, and that's all we like to see here. We want to see a stunt. We want to see talent. And she was giving you comedy. She was giving everything. So if we have to say it right now, goodbye to Miss Elona. I'm sorry. It's time for you to go. Here's the thing. I think Scarlett should have won. Jeffrey, we don't have to have a talk about Jeffrey. Jeffrey, I don't know. We're going to have a talk about Jeffrey. There's also this conversation that I was reading that was being talked about, like how it must be weird for Miss Brooklyn to be like the judge, but she's toured with a bunch of these girls. Like she toured with Tainomi and Scarlett, I believe, like last year, something like that. And it must be hard for them to do this, but I'm like, not really. If you think about it, I think we're putting too much effort into this because it's the same exact thing that happened on Thailand. Like I think Pangina Hills was basically like just a drag queen to them. Like she was one of their peers. She was out here in the clubs, you know, doing the hair shakes. Ooh, just thought about the hair shakes. There's one like open casting call from Thailand, and she just gets on there. I mean, I don't know why I just thought about that, but that was just like wild. If I find the video, I'm gonna put it in. If I can't, you know. Yeah, that's pretty much my whole thing. I'm here for what's about to happen next week. It's makeover. I do think that this challenge though needs to stay exclusively Canadian. I think that this challenge should though incorporate people's personalities. I think that forces them to actually be themselves. And let's be honest, we're sick of improv challenges. I don't know who isn't, but as a person who's basically going through 3 seasons of Drag Race this entire year, I'm over an improv challenge. I don't want to see another goddamn improv challenge. Goodbye to the improv. But here we are. I mean, like, make the things that have to be improv, but everything doesn't need to be a freaking improv challenge. Like, give the girls a script, but actually have a good writer write it. Let me not go down my road. Anyway, thank y'all so much for watching today. I don't really have a question, honestly. Just let me know do you think that Jimbo was being robbed? No, I'm just kidding. Do you think that Scarlett was being robbed? That's the real question. Thank y'all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that button right there. Hopefully, maybe next time you see me, I'll have something different going on with the hair. But anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. Have a nice day.